Caller 10, 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
And now, a moment of silence for the brain cells you lost listening to today's show. Rest easy, boys. This is the Alan Cox Show
on 100.7 WMMS.
Under Oath just dropped some new stuff. It's pretty good. It's called Survivor's Guilt. I'm sure they'll do this. They're there. I like that. You got to be mad, boy. You got to be angry. You got to be ready to scream it out. You feel like you're 20 years younger at that Under Oath show. Hey, your Cavaliers win again. They are now 4-0. They beat the Knicks there in New York last night, 110-104.
No one will ever stop them.
They will never be stopped because they will do whatever it takes to win. Mm-hmm. And so they're off.
And they're going to let them know.
Is that still it?
Yeah.
Let them know?
Still letting them know.
Not that. Didn't change that.
Nah.
All right.
Let them know.
Yep. You can let them know tomorrow night when LeBron James and LeBron James Jr. are going to be in town with the La Lakers at the Romo Fijo. 7 o'clock tip, 6:30 pregame. On your FM home for Cleveland Cavaliers. FM home for undefeated Cleveland Cavaliers basketball. 100.7 WMMS. Last couple of days to use the promo code ERIE for 20% off at CLE Clothing Company. Once Friday hits, we're into November. You can switch the promo code to MUNI, M-U-N-I, for 20% off. So, do you think that they'll lose to the Lakers?
No, I think they'll win.
Really?
Yeah.
All
win
right.
to the Lakers.
Win to the Lakers.
Well, the Lakers are on a road trip. They played in Phoenix on Monday. Then they have to travel all the way to Cleveland.
Oh.
And
they are 3-1.
They're very
They have
good.
lost.
They're good. But
They have
I
lost
think,
where the Cavaliers have not.
Right. And I think the Cavs will keep that going.
Okay.
But LeBron likes to show off in Cleveland too, so we'll see. I think
sure
it's gonna
does.
Be a fun game.
Yup. He's like Mary. He wants a big I told you so.
I imagine
even though he's the one that left.
There'll be a Bronny sighting too. I think Bronny will get in tomorrow's game.
On the floor.
Yeah.
Cavs and Celtics.
He'll score his first points.
Your two best teams in the National Basketball Association. Would it be meaningful? Was Bronny born in L.A. or born here?
Here.
Okay,
but
so
he's not like raised here.
Understood.
But he was raised he had Bronny when he was 18 years old.
He did? I guess he'd have
18
to, right?
or 19, yeah. Like he was real young.
Yeah.
So Bronny's formative, his childhood years were here until he was 10 or 11.
Yeah, Mary.
I don't know anything, dude. What are you talking to me for?
I got your last shot to win some money here in about 8 or 9 minutes from the Buzzard bookie.
Okay, your last shot right here.
What's that?
Just your last shot. Just strong words.
Last shot of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dustin left a voicemail, Mary.
Yes.
Alan, this Dustin down here in Georgia. I heard y'all talking about me, man. I felt special there for a hot second. But no, I don't, dislike Mayor. Yes, she does annoy me. Hell, just like Bill does. Bill annoys the hell out of me sometimes.
Why is he going to throw you under the bus?
Because that's our relationship.
I understand a Mary call.
I understand my dynamic with Dustin because I like Dustin. He annoys me. I annoy him. We're like brothers, basically.
Why does he annoy you?
Brothers.
Because of that he gets annoyed by me.
Oh, it's a circular thing is what you're saying. All right.
Hell, just like Bill does. Bill annoys the hell out of me sometimes, but I don't hate him, But, this whole thing with Mayor leaving, God, man, we're going to have to hear about it 1,400 times between now and Christmas. But, hey, after that...
this is why management didn't want me to mention it.
But also, can I just really quickly point out that I have not brought it up once?
Right, we bring
that
it up.
Even from
or the audience brings it up.
Even from the jump, you said it. I have not one time have I brought this subject up. Not once. But go ahead.
It'll be over. But either way, I do have, two questions for Mayor, real quick. One, how long do you think it's fair for Brian and his daughter to wait on you to fulfill your dreams in New York? That's number one. Number two is...
You want to do them...
It's your show, Alan. What do you want to do?
Go ahead.
Go with that one first?
I think that's a weird question, but you answer it as he asked it.
So Brian and I obviously had a multitude of conversations leading up to me moving and us staying together. And we agreed on a timeline. And it's been like a day-to-day kind of a thing where I've said it on air.
Day-to-day?
No, like you take it day-to-day.
It's like a month-to-month lease.
No. You take it day-to-day as in like, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
It's not like he wakes up and goes, it's Thursday, I'm done.
No.
Oh, okay.
But the timeline Brian and I agreed upon was 2 to 3 years. And the, not stipulations for that, but it was like under the I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Like, if I come here for 3 years and nothing has changed and I'm not progressing in my career and
there's an implicit understanding based on
that
the
I'll come
progression.
home. Yes, that like unless something happens, which we're hoping it does, 2 to 3 years of really trying and grinding it out. And if I'm in the same position I was when I left Cleveland, then there's no point for me to be here. And then it would be a conversation, let's say halfway through next year, I get offered some kind of a writing job or go on some huge tour with a big headliner. I don't know.
You're not somebody who wants to do this for the next 10 years.
Right. From the jump, this was never a permanent move. And both of us were on the same page about that. So it is kind of hard to put an exact timeline on it, but it's also like if at the end of 2025, I'm in the exact same position I was in January of 2024, then you need to have another conversation.
All right.
Oh, the end of next year?
Yeah.
Yes. That would be 2 years.
I thought you said 3 years.
2 to 3 years. So if things are going well next year and everything's progressing as it is, then we do another year. I honestly don't really want to be here that long. 3 years. I want to make something happen in the next couple years. This is not a forever thing for me.
But don't you kind of have to be in the mix locally to make things keep happening?
It depends on what those things are. Do you know what I mean? If
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say that. I had an opportunity come up where I think it's really going to help my online presence as far as stand-up goes, just in quality of clips I'll be receiving here in the next couple weeks.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, yes. Quality of stand-up clips on OnlyFans.
Well, you could do it naked. I mean,
yeah. That
Carlos Mencia.
he's showing whole. Yeah, right there on TMZ.
But that
With his long
hopefully, with this upcoming opportunity, things will progress in that matter, and hopefully that will lead to ticket sales on the road and get things moving in that manner.
Here's a quick question before we go back to Dustin's follow-up question. If you get a writing job, how does that fall into it? Because then you're not pursuing stand-up anymore, because especially for, some of the writing jobs that you've been up for, those take up a ton of time.
They do.
Is it just
You're making a lot more money, too.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be the difference.
Yeah.
Is that if I were to get a writing job, you're talking minimum $2,500 a week. So
You don't make that on the Alan Cox Show?
I don't make that in 6 months on the Alan Cox Show. No, but so if it were to be like a writing job or something like that were to come up, that would be like, I'm going to sign for 1 year, stack as much cash as I possibly can, because that is ultimately taking away from the goal as well. But to turn down a $250,000 job would be ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So short answer to your question, 2 to 3 years. Long answer to your question, it kind of depends.
What if it's...
$2,500 a week isn't $250,000 a year, right?
I'm saying that's minimum.
Ah.
That's the absolute minimum you're going to make, and then...
But for a first gig, that's probably what you'd get.
Yes.
Still good money.
Very good money.
Yeah. All right, are you ready for Dustin's other question?
Yes, part two.
Okay.
Number two is there going to be, are you looking for a certain payoff before you decide, hey, I'm going back home? Are you
We stopped too early.
Yeah.
We cut him off.
looking for a
okay.
special, for a world tour? I
Mary, repeat everything you just said, okay?
I don't know, but but what if Brian came to you and was like, I love you so much, babe. can't be without you no more.
Why does he do that voice? What is
That's
that?
what Brian sounds like.
I
That's
love
actually-
you so much, babe.
That's spot on Brian Bailey right there.
Yep. Maybe it's because Brian is so thin that he's weak with hunger.
Oh,
maybe that's the
maybe.
voice he's doing. He can barely generate the energy to.
Or come home to me.
Was that the whole thing,
Would
or
you
did you
say-
stop it? Oh.
The hell with
That was
it.
a dramatic pause, Mary.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Would you say the hell with it and stay? I don't know. Either way, Alan, love the show, love the entertainment. See you, bye.
Thank you, Dustin. Appreciate it.
So that ties in with what we already covered.
What am I,
but
chopped liver? He didn't call me annoying.
He likes you.
Come on, man.
That if Brian were to come to me and sincerely be like, I don't know if I can do this anymore, I mean, that would be a much longer conversation that he and I would have to have. I can't tell you one way or the other exactly how that would go. What do you mean?
How long will the conversation
Dude, 7 or 8 hours probably.
be?
7 or 8 hours?
Ugh,
No
I'd break up
breaks.
with someone
You
just
could-
for
No
wanting
breaks.
off that
Yeah.
much.
No
Marathon session.
No food, no peeing, straight talking, no silence. for
Phones
7
go in the
hours.
yonder bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's a phone-free experience.
Yes.
You could probably knock that conversation out in an hour, yeah?
No, probably, honestly, 7 or 8 was what.
7 or 8 hours.
One of my things that
Will there be a severance pop?
I hate when you're arguing with somebody like a significant other, and you keep making the same point.
It gets
And
to a
they-
point where you're going in circles.
You're going in circles, and I'm just like, we're not solving anything here. I'm just done talking about it. Someone's got to. We just got to stop. Oh, you know better. I know.
Does he get a severance pop?
If we were to break up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
still love him. Like, if Brian and I were to break up right now, nothing has happened. It's not like there's bad blood. It's not, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, this can't, because of our lifestyles, this isn't something that could continue right now. And that would suck a lot, but it's not like we don't have love for each other.
In most relationships, you never know the last time you're going to have sex with somebody. Because in a lot of relationships, either the sex will wane in general, or you'll break up and you'll go, oh, that was the last time. The severance pop can be a very sad encounter
Oh, yeah.
if you know that's the last time you're going to do it.
Tell that to Rodney Alcala.
Because you're going to go ahead.
He's the guy from Woman of the Hour, and he always knew the last time they were going to have sex.
Yeah, because he killed her.
I have no idea what that is.
The Anna Kendrick film that's on Netflix, it's a
Oh.
dramatization of the Rodney Alcala case.
Got it.
He killed 5 women in
No,
the 70s.
No, that
He
I
died
think-
a couple
I think
years
there was-
ago, didn't he?
yeah,
He's
2021. He didn't die till 2021.
Yeah.
He was like 77. But they suspect that they were able to convict him on 5 and then eventually convict him on 2 more. And then,
They called him the dating game killer.
yeah, and then they suspect he may have killed up to 100 women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the weird thing with these serial killers is like these guys can be in whatever they attach to them. They go, we're charging you with the murder of these 3 women.
Right.
And then these guys spend the rest of their life in jail and they're talking to their cellie or whatever. And then the guy goes to the cops and goes, hey, this guy's been telling me there's like 40 other women. And then they don't know if he's just bragging or lying or whatever.
Right.
And they have to devote resources to these jagoffs who couldn't stop killing girls. They're like, well, we got to go out because these girls are still missing. This guy says he put a body there. All right. Meanwhile, these guys just basically want a day pass to do a walkabout and then go, is it over here? Well, it's a long time ago. I got money here.
Probably remember if I had a Big Mac. Probably think better if I had some fries.
Yeah. $1,000 here. Last chance today to grab $1,000 from the Buzzard bookie. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Dollar. That's dollar. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys remember this story. This is in Orlando. They have convicted this woman, Sarah Boone. They called her the Suitcase Killer. Do you remember this?
No.
This is
suitcases?
She murdered Samsonite luggage.
Ooh,
And it became harder and harder to do over the decades because it used to be fabric luggage. With hard case luggage, she had to stab harder and harder and harder. She zipped up her boyfriend in a suitcase and left him to die, to asphyxiate and die. Now, again, I don't fully understand how this works. She said, well, I'll play the 911 call here.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in his case and we were playing. And like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened. Like he has like blood coming out of his mouth, and I don't know if like he had like an aneurysm or what happened.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Listen, we're getting help out there too. Okay. Is he hanging from somewhere or what, ma'am?
No, I pulled him out of the suitcase. I tried giving him CPR.
Okay. Oh, he was in a suitcase?
Yes, and I fell asleep.
Is he awake at all? Is he conscious at all?
No, he's purple.
Is he breathing?
No.
All right. I need you to get him on the floor, flat on his back for me, okay?
I did. I tried giving him CPR.
So her story is we were playing hide and seek and I fell asleep?
Yes. Okay, so she's lying, right? So anyway,
What? You think she's lying?
the 911 call is like 8 more minutes of that, but that's the crux of it, okay? Sarah Boone, she's 47. She zipped her boyfriend into a suitcase.
He's not 4.
Well, but that's why I don't understand why he couldn't get out. So
Maybe she drugged him before or something.
Yeah,
Well,
he may have been
yeah.
dead before he poured.
She said that they were playing hide and seek, blah, blah, blah. But they determined that at some point she had hit him with a bat.
Oh.
And then put him, but
that's
again,
not allowed.
put him
you don't
in-
have to do that during hide and seek.
That's not in the rules.
Yeah.
Put him in the suitcase overnight until he died of asphyxiation. Okay?
Wow.
So the jury
Wow.
got their guilty verdict, and it didn't take them long either, but this case had been going on for a while. She said that she suffered from battered spouse syndrome, which I don't know that I've ever heard of before.
That's where you coat them in flour and then you dip them in eggs.
Oh, I tried to butterfly my wife.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there had been calls to the police before about protection orders and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know that they doubt that she was being abused by this guy, but they're like, you still killed him, you know. Anyway, she recorded video of him inside the suitcase where you could hear him yelling her name and telling her that he couldn't breathe. Because she's real bright.
Oof.
And recorded video 11 minutes apart on her cell phone of this guy in the zipped suitcase. She put him in, and he couldn't get out. I don't know. She must have locked the thing. Because even from the inside, you figure you'd be able to get a finger through. Now,
Could you, though?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
The whole point is that it closes so it won't open in transit. And they are not gentle with suitcases.
true.
So even if you're kicking and punching and
And
it's
you have
such a small space.
probably some severe head trauma at the time too.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, she, I guess, thought she'd get off. She rejected a plea deal. They're like, look, you'll get 15 years if you plead guilty. She said no. So she loses and gets life. 1 PM this happened.
Why wouldn't
4.5
you say yes?
years ago.
Why would you not say yes? If they're like, just say yes and then you'll only get 15 years.
Because some people think they're going to win.
But you knew you did it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people who did it and get off.
And she thought, I bet my life that hide and seek suitcase is the real.
I think
People are
she
gonna buy that.
I think she thought battered spouse syndrome was the card that was going to get her off. Because it has in some cases. It's just that something like this is so particularly malicious, right? She didn't like shoot the guy because he was beating her up. She zipped him into a suitcase.
And let him
she
suffocate.
said that they were playing a game of hide and seek. And during the game, both of them thought it'd be really funny if he got in the suitcase. Now, that alone sounds like something that a lot of people would do. If you're drunk and you're not reading murder on her, you're, hey, I bet I could get into that suitcase. Yeah, I bet she could too. She said that they were drinking wine. She went upstairs and passed out on her bed. And when she woke up, he was in the suitcase. And that's that 911 call there. And prosecutor said, no, that's not what happened. Because on the video, she's like laughing and things.
Why not delete the video?
I don't know why. But I'll play some of it. I think they've embedded some of this video from her cell phone here. And you can hear him rather, telling her. Now, I don't know if there are expletives in this, but you can see the suit. He's in a big blue suit.
For everything you've done to me. Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. You. Sarah. You. Sarah.
This is so creepy.
Sarah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
She like filmed it and didn't
There's a
delete
man
it.
dying, and she's.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
That's the name. Don't wear it out.
You put it in a suitcase, and I hope your legs fall asleep. I got to fall asleep. You go to hell. One way ticket to hell.
Sarah, I can't breathe, babe. Seriously. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me, Sarah.
Oh, she said that's what you do when you choke me.
Okay, so hold on a minute, though. I'm flip-flopping.
You're on her side now?
Was he actually abusing her?
There had been protection orders. He had violated protection orders. Stuff like that.
I understand.
That's why I think her playing that card.
There's never a reason to kill another person.
Right.
But if you want to lock him in a suitcase for a little while because he's choked you out before.
But it's the
you got to let him out, though.
It's the cases where you do it in self-defense that you can win. Having him drunk, hitting him with incapacitating him, and then zipping him in a suitcase is a whole other thing. You can make the case that you were defending yourself in the moment.
Right. And if you were to say, okay, hey, police, I've put him in a suitcase.
Yeah.
Come get him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Was he tells you can't breathe, you put him in the suitcase, you call the cops, and you say, hey, I'm drunk. I locked my dude up in a suitcase. He hits me. He treats me bad. I'm going to let him out, but you got to come here and be here for it.
Sarah. Sarah.
Also, I don't like this.
What?
I don't like.
You don't like her laughing?
I don't like that we're.
I don't like this video at all either.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like that we're listening to this man's last words.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how long he was in there before he. It says right there that the video might be disturbing and difficult to watch. Anyway, she was found guilty this week there in Orlando. Second-degree murder. Because it was very cold in there? Is that what they mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm doing my best Tony Hinchcliffe over here, Bill.
You nailed it.
I'm digging down deep. All right, I got to take a break here. Hey, if you want to send a text, 35192 to do that. You can